I'm Nolan, and I'm a consultant at TayganPoint Consulting Group. When we come into an organization to do change management, often one of the key things that we focus on is communication. What do you want to communicate? Why do you want to communicate it? And how are you going to communicate that to the people within the organization? Executives often have the what they want to communicate already defined. They've thought about what they want to say. But when we begin to think about why, we want to engage why is this important for everyone in the organization, both at the very senior level, so how is this something that's going to drive the organization forward, but as well as lower levels in the organization. Why is it important to those people that this is a successful change? So a key thing is for an executive to sit down and define why do I want to say this to each group and why is it important to them. The next thing we talk about is how are we going to communicate this? So again, we've found that often the cascading of information from senior executives down is not always as successful as we think it will be. So when we say how are we going to communicate, we often say we should communicate through multiple channels. That should be face-to-face communications, emails, news bulletins, small groups where people can interact and get feedback. Again, this repetitive nature, this cadence, is an important piece to drive that communication within the organization. The final piece is looking at the organizational culture. So what are the pieces that are going to work well to communicate within your culture? Where are the places that create a good fit for what people expect and how they like to be communicated to? All of these are key pieces around communication that we look at when we do change management. I'm Nolan, and that's my taking point of view.